President Trump's budget deadline impact Pennsylvania's spending plan? 2 new bills to improve pregnancy outcomes for those most at risk in Pennsylvania have passed a state House committee. This and more in the Week in Focus for the Pennsylvania Capital Star. First up, state lawmakers have been trying to finalize next year's state budget by June 30th, but Senate Majority Leader Republican Joe Pittman says it's unlikely to happen. There are 2 fundamental pillars that he believes needs to be addressed. One is what to do about Medicaid spending, which Governor Josh Shapiro has proposed increasing by $2 billion. Negotiations are happening as members in the U.S. Congress weigh massive cuts to Medicaid and food assistance programs like SNAP that could increase the state's share of responsibility for the programs. The other priority for Pittman and Senate Republicans is regulation of skill games, which resemble video gambling machines. What the regulation looks like, however, is still up for debate. Taxing the machines could net the state some money to fill their deficit. A spokesperson for House Democrats did not respond to a specific question about the likelihood of the June 30th deadline being blown, but provided a statement highlighting work Democrats have already done. Next up, 2 new bills in the Momnibus package of legislation to improve pregnancy outcomes have passed in the State House Health Committee. It would expand Medicaid coverage for blood pressure monitoring cuffs for expectant mothers and direct the State Department of Health to conduct an awareness campaign to encourage fathers and partners to be involved in prenatal and postpartum care. In our Commonwealth, Black moms are 2 times more likely to die before, during, and up to 1 year after childbirth compared to white moms, said Representative Latasha Mays. The vast majority, 93.5% of maternal deaths, are preventable with appropriate care, Mays added. And finally, state lawmakers are debating juvenile justice reform proposals aimed at improving Pennsylvania's approach to supporting youth offenders and holding providers and public officials accountable. Democrat and Representative Melissa Shusterman put forth a 3-part package. One bill would create a juvenile detention database. Another would guarantee legal representation for children in custody. And the third establishes rules for using physical restraints on minors in custody as a last resort. Democrat and Representative Carol Kazim is pushing for a joint state government commission study of youth justice facilities across the state and establishing guidance for running them. Republican and Representative Kate Klunk said the GOP wants more information on costs and to avoid confusion with similar analyses already underway on restraints specifically, as well as general best practices for youth detention before a decision can be made. For the Pennsylvania Capital Star, I'm Natalie Bencivenga, and this was your Week in Focus.